We have been trying to get into serious negotiations with government for a very long time, and whilst it's true that there have been 3 meetings, we haven't made any progress. So we called off the strike action we had planned for November. We didn't go on strike in February. All of this was an attempt to get the government to talk with us. There have been 3 meetings, no progress has been made, and I'm afraid members really feel now, on the back of things like the 60 hours a week that they're all doing, which the government diary survey showed, on the back of the fact that pay has dropped in value significantly and they're still being expected to work till they're 68, they really feel that this is the time to demonstrate that actually if no progress is made, there has to be industrial action.
I'm very sad that there is a strike going on today with one of the teacher unions, the NUT. At the moment, we're engaged in a very constructive programme of talks with all of the teacher unions in this country. 6 out of those 7 unions are not taking industrial action today. They regard it as not sensible to be engaged in industrial action when there are productive talks going on. I think that should be the view of all of the trade unions. Strikes don't help anybody. They damage the education of children. They disrupt work for parents. It's not sensible to have industrial action when we're also having these productive talks.
The fact is that we have to make a difference for teachers. We have to reduce workload so that people stay in the profession. An attrition rate of 40% is terrible. And it means that those young people who are losing a day's education potentially could lose a lot more education if we're not able to attract in and retain enough young people who want to be teachers.
We're keen to discuss issues like how can we reduce the bureaucratic burdens on teachers. I mean, teachers for many years now have been complaining that there's too much bureaucracy in the school system. We've been trying as a government to reduce that, but look, if there's further that we can go, we'd want to do that. And the unions have raised a whole series of other issues that we are seriously looking at. The Secretary of State has written to all of the 7 unions this week, identifying the points that we could have sensible discussions on. And what I'd say is, let's have those talks, let's not have the strikes.
We have a lot of people in the profession who love teaching, but who say the combination of a 60-hour week, the prospect of working until they're 68, and the loss of value in their pay, as well as all of the other attacks on them, mean that it's not a manageable job. With 2 in 5 leaving in the first 5 years, this is a parlous state for the profession.